6:16 WAPT News begins with breaking news.
Good morning, I'm Erin Pickens. The Hinds County Board of Supervisors is updating the public on the response to the statewide shelter-in-place order that was issued by Governor Tate Reeves. It goes into effect tomorrow at 5 p.m. We take you live to downtown Jackson for their update.
Oh, yeah. Everybody ready? All right, good morning and welcome. The Hinds County Board of Supervisors met and would like to make the following announcements to our citizens. Number one, we agree and will adhere to the governor's executive order, the executive order from Governor Tate Reeves yesterday. County buildings will remain closed with the exception of the Chancery Clerk's office and the court system. Hinds County buildings will remain closed through April 20th. All non-essential Hinds County employees are asked to remain at home. There have been many calls and questions from citizens as it relates to paying taxes and purchasing or renewing tags. You can go to our website and take advantage of our online services as it relates to renewing your tag and paying your property taxes. The Hinds County Board of Supervisors would like to applaud the Hilton Hotel, who has volunteered their lodging services to first responders who are having to come into the city of Jackson and Hinds County from out of town. If anyone needs those particular services as far as lodging, they can contact the Hilton of Jackson, located on County Line Road. They have a variety of resources that they're offering to first responders and law enforcement officers. So with that being said, we have a couple of three or four other speakers. I'll be followed by Supervisor David Archie of District 2.
Good morning. The Hinds County Board of Supervisors is making sure that Hinds County citizens are safe. If there ever been a time where we must wish and hope for the best, the time is now. I can tell you that we need your prayers, preachers, prayer warriors. We need teachers to continue to teach the young people in the understanding of the fact that we must stay home. Governor Tate Reeves has announced a statewide shelter-in-place order. Hinds County Board of Supervisors will follow that order. Citizens of Hinds County, we want you to know that we want you to live. Stay home. Please, sir, please, ma'am, stay home. Young people here in Hinds County, the capital city, and throughout this state, please stay home. It is not spring break. It is not an extension of spring break. This is a health crisis. No gathering, basketball, football, soccer is out of the question at the moment until further notice. I am begging you, as a civil rights person, as a community activist, and now as an elected official, we're begging you, the Hinds County Board of Supervisors are begging you to please, sir, please, ma'am, stay home until further notice. Thank you very much.
Supervisor Calhoun.
Thank you. Good morning. I just want to say that what has been said here, you need to adhere to that. I know you get very bored at home. I know it sometimes drives you stir crazy, but you gotta do this for everybody. It's not just for yourself. It's for your family. It's for the children. It's for everybody. Now, one thing I can say that's very important, the more you stay at home, the quicker we're going to get over this. Let me say that again. The more you stay at home and keep away from other people, the quicker we're going to get out of this. It's very important what we're telling you. The experts has put it out there. We know what we're talking about. It's important that you stay home and do that religiously. You cannot go willy-nilly everywhere you want to and visit people. You can't do that. Right now, stay at home.
Supervisor McGowan.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Bobby Bobcat McGowan. I'm your District 5 Supervisor. My message is real simple. First, giving honor to God. But my message is real simple. Let's stay together. If there's ever been a time to pray, it's praying time now, you all. I challenge that our leaders, elected officials, citizens throughout Mississippi, stay together. My concern, our employee, our constituent, and to all the people throughout Hinds County. You all, this coronavirus is no joke. It's not nothing to play with. Please, ma'am, please, sir, let's take it seriously and not do nothing crazy. Be safe. And I challenge this board, Hinds County Board of Supervisors, let's stay together and do the right thing for everybody as a whole. May God bless you.
The Honorable Sheriff of Hinds County, Sheriff Lee Vance.
Good morning. I just want to start my comments by saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Last Sunday, we planned a very elaborate police operation with the Hinds County Sheriff's Department, the Jackson Police Department, Hinds County Constables, even had some supervisors out there. Very elaborate operation that was aimed toward not having our cruising to go on in the area of Northside Drive and Hanging Mouse. Guess what? It was a great success, not because of the police presence, but because our people decided to do exactly what we asked them to do, and that is they did not show up. So I just want to thank the young people, the teenagers, and the parents who had influences and helped us in that particular manner. But guess what? It's going to be nice again this Sunday. The temptation will be there to gather up. These things that we're putting in place now will be in place for the foreseeable future. There are other areas around the county, like down outside of Utica, where people have gathered up. Last Sunday, we're asking you right now to cooperate. As the chief law enforcement officer in this county, I am asking our people, let's do something special. Let's cooperate with what the government experts are telling us. Let's be a leader in recovering from this virus. And the way for us to be a leader in our individual parts of our community is to cooperate with what the health officials are telling us. Let Hinds County be the first county in the United States of America to rid ourselves of this virus. How do we do that? We do that by cooperating. This is not an issue for law enforcement. This is an issue for parents, grandparents, community leaders, political leaders, to set the tone for what goes on inside each household. If you are a person who is not taking this particular virus seriously, you may not care about your own life, but don't be selfish, because the rest of us are concerned about it. You may contact this virus, and if you don't care whether you live or die from it, take in consideration who you are coming in contact with in your own home. Again, let's be a leader in this particular area during this tragic time. And let's see if we can make Hinds County the first county in the state of Mississippi and the United States of America to rid ourselves of the coronavirus. Thank you very much. We look forward to your continued cooperation. And please keep in mind, no more gatherings of more than 10 people. So don't let law enforcement have to come out and ask you to disperse. Be responsible enough to please do it yourself. I'm concerned about my fellow first responders. There's a lot of risks you take on when you take these jobs, but unnecessary risk should not be one of them. And if we get everybody in our county to cooperate with what we're asking and what the governor and the mayors have asked us to do, then we're going to come out of this thing okay. God bless you. Thank you very much.
The Honorable Eddie Jean Carr, Chancery Clerk of Hinds County. There are a lot of questions as it relates to the Chancery Clerk's office.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just wanted to do a quick update. Everybody was concerned about payroll. We want y'all to know that payroll went extremely smooth. Everybody got paid. So let's give ourselves a clap around the applause for that. Because we wanted to make sure every employee and all of our elected officials were paid timely. That process went smoothly. And now we are working to make sure our vendors get paid. We've got millions of dollars worth of vendors who need to be paid on Monday. The Chancery Clerk's office is essential to making sure that this process is done. So let me assure all of our vendors will get paid. We will have our claims docket ready for approval by the Board of Supervisors on Monday morning. So those are two essential things that we are doing to make sure Hinds County runs business smooth as possible. Thank you very much.
Okay. The Hinds County Administrator, Jennifer Riley Collins.
Thank you, Supervisor Graham. Good morning.
Morning.
As the county administrator, I simply want to thank and commend every Hinds County employee who has made the necessary adjustments so that the county can conduct ordinary county business in an extraordinary time. I have had no reports of our employees being infected with the virus, and we are very thankful for that. If, employees, your situation changes, please let me and the Personnel Director, Ms. Bridget Smith, know as soon as is possible. We know that many of you may feel isolated from your colleagues, but please know that you are not alone. Thank you, Ms. Sharon Sims, the Hinds County Communications Director, for taking the initiative to set up a space for Hinds County employees on Facebook where we can virtually visit with one another. If you have not joined that page, please do so. We are here for you. To the citizens of Hinds County is working. We are just working differently. Thank you for your patience with the county as we continue to ensure that you are protected and provided for. I can personally attest that the entire Board of Supervisors and other elected officials in Hinds County are working tirelessly to ensure the county is taken care of. As we align the essential business of the county with the governor's guidance, we will continue to ensure Hinds County is working. Please, 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 heed the guidance. Let us work together alone to stop the spread of this deadly virus. Thank you, Supervisor.
Let me conclude by saying, please, please again, stay at home. Unless you meet the criteria for being outside, please remain at home. It's very simple. This concludes our remarks. If there are any questions from the media, we'll take that at this particular point in time.
Supervisor Graham, you mentioned about the Hilton Hotel. Can you clarify it? Are they offering anything special to first responders?
They're offering special rates to first responders, law enforcement officers, firefighters, volunteer firefighters, and you can contact them at their particular number. Angela Williams is the contact person. The number is 957-2800, and they will be able to give you all of the information as to what they're offering as far as in terms of lodging for first responders. Okay? If there are no...
I'm sorry, do you all have any information on, do you all have any cases in the Hinds County Sheriff's Department of any coronavirus or anything like that?
Thank God we have 0 reported cases. either with employees of the Sheriff's Department, nor have we had any cases reported in any of our 3 detention facilities. So thank God for that.
Okay. If there are no other questions, we really appreciate you coming down. We look to have these particular press conferences. Normally we will do them on Thursday throughout this crisis, and this is a crisis, and we will continue to have them as long as the situation warrants. We'll try to be brief and make sure that we have timely, useful information for the citizens of Hinds County. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Okay.
And that concludes what the Hinds County Board of Supervisors, they gave an update today basically saying that they stand with the governor in his shelter-in-place order. They also said that county offices will continue to be closed until April 20th, which is the day that the current shelter-in-place order expires. They did say that the Chancery Clerk's office is remaining open right now, and they're adhering to all of the guidelines of social distancing and things of that nature, but any business that needs to be conducted, the Chancery Clerk's office for Hinds County is still open, but all other county offices are closed. Also, they may mention that the Hilton Hotel on County Line Road is providing some resources for any first responders and police officers who are coming into our state or into our area who will be here working with COVID-19 patients or on the task force or with other entities of that nature. Keep it right here, everyone. We'll have more updates for you throughout the day.